Hello everyone, my name is Clawmaster and we're here live at Anime Los Angeles 2024. And what a year to start off with. A awesome concert that happened last night with V4 Mariya, and with us, two of the talents from said concert, from this magnificent concert that happened last night. We have Abby and Mariya. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
My first question I want to ask you girls is, for a concert like that last night, was there any rituals you usually do, something to hype yourself up? I know that yesterday, Abby, I tweeted at you the line of the people waiting for the event and saying like, oh, I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. So for events like that, what are the things you guys usually do when it comes to preparing for such an event?
First time of something like this, but behind the curtain, our manager gave us a prep. I would like that to become a ritual. It'd be really awesome. How about you, Abby?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of performance my whole life. I was like opera trained and like kind of like idol trained, but I really struggle with stage fright. So I was really trying to calm myself down before because I felt really confident about like the performance aspect, but I knew that if I got really nervous, it would really derail, and I didn't want to fail my fellow like gen mates and pedalite by freaking out. So I worked a lot on calming myself down. I performed a lot of times for all my family members and my plushies, and I would just picture like a plushie in the audience whenever I got nervous, and it really helped. So I focused a lot on just feeling calm and riding that excitement and turning all nervous energy into joy.
And absolutely, you guys killed it last night. I can tell you, even before the event started, like having the music videos happen during the pregame show, everyone was going nuts. It was a wild time. And once the concert did start going, what were some of the standouts to you? Like, what particular thing in the concert last night that stood out to you? What is it? The crowd, the performance of the other talents, etc., etc.
For me, what stood out the most was I wasn't expecting people to get out of their seats to otage, and that was so amazing. Hearing people's voices. So Pedalite just debuted maybe a little bit over a month ago, and to be able to hear like my name being called, to hear everyone's names being called, I was like, what? Really? Over like our names? So I think that was the most, that stood out the most for me.
For me, there were a couple of things. So, I was pretty nervous, and I heard a couple of people scream, "I love Abby," which felt crazy to me. And I was like crying, and I was just so grateful because it was in moments where I was like, "Oh God, okay, what's coming next?" And I would just hear them say that, and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, like." It made me very, very grateful, and like the individual voices. I'm like, oh my God. And I was also like very, very excited for everyone, but particularly my gen mate, Serena Michael. She and I debuted like kind of first break group like in the East, and it was very hard because we were all kind of just figuring it out 6 months ago, like how do we even like break into this, like how do we set the scene for Globy and for Gen 2 and anyone else who's to come later in Bispo. So it was so nice to see her just like live her her like idol dreams as well, and because we've been through so much. It's been like such a journey, and to be like, oh my gosh, like finally we're a bigger group and she's like fitting in. I was very proud of her. It made me very happy.
It's great to hear. Funny enough, during the concert, there was a guy next to me who seemed like he was like starting off the concert really nervous. He had his glow sticks. And like during the course of time, like he just went from nervous to like, oh, I'm gonna join those guys also doing the dance as well. So it's a really cool evolution of the like the atmosphere last night of how everyone's reacting to the concerts. So my next question is, were you guys ever, or were you guys nervous, I would say, before the big event last night?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Um, I've never been to ALA before or done like a con performance, so I didn't know what to expect. Um, and again, like we're still a relatively new agency. Abby and Sari debuted back in June, I believe. So we're not even a year old. So I I'm like what is the word, like expect the worst. So I was like it's tough, and like maybe like a couple of people from the Discord that said they were coming, but I was not expecting it to be. Not saying I didn't have faith in us, but I was expecting the worst. So, as in terms of being nervous, I think that was like, yeah, I was nervous that I was nervous that there'd be no one there, I guess.
I felt pretty nervous because, okay, to be honest, I put a lot of pressure on this because I have really, 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 really bad stage fright. And I, ever since joining V4, I was like, this is going to be my arc of like finally finding the joy in singing and performing. And I was like, if this doesn't go well, like it's over. Like I will never believe in myself again. But it went so well, and I'm so grateful. I'm like, okay, this is like fueling us to. It just made me like I just want to stay with the V4 girls and just perform with them because I'm like I found a home. I found my girls, and with them, I feel the immense joy that performing is supposed to bring you. Of course, there are nerves, but you can overcome it like by looking at the beautiful girls next to you and like your family. So I was very nervous, and I'm very grateful now that it went super well.
Oh, absolutely. It went fantastic. There was no hitches, no glitches, nothing like that. Everything went super well last night. So, and no one in there was unhappy. Everyone was smiling, having a good time from the concert. So, speaking of the concert last night, was there particularly a song that was your favorite to perform?
For me, my favorite song was the solo one I did, If I Could Be a Constellation. That one, I really, really love Bocchi the Rock, so to be able to sing one of my favorite Annie songs was just, yeah.
I really love doing Musikai, which is our new song that closed it off. I really, vocally, it was very fun for me to do it. Because it's very like belty. It's a very fun zone for my voice. So that was part of it. And also just the fact that like we got to showcase like a new song, like all of us together. And I really love Petalite, and I of course love Serena. So I really like the unity of just like the V4 girls, and getting to do a song that like all four of us like knew and showed to you guys who are like here for the first time was really special to me. So I that was my favorite. I want to do it a million times now.
Yeah, it was a great choice of songs. I cannot wait to see all the footage go up from the panel, from the event, from the crowd just going nuts during that event. So last question I have for you girls, and I'm gonna do a little cheating here. I'm actually gonna look up my notes for this one. Now that you've made a mark in the VTubing scene in the U.S., do you have any goals for the future? Are there any future events you can share with us at this moment?
Yeah. So I personally, like I have been singing and dancing my whole life. But part of what I really wanted to do on top of just idol performance, I am very passionate about comedy. And I really wanted to pave the way for a stand-up, urban sketch, like in the VTubing space. That is a meta that the hilarious people in the VTubing space haven't had a chance to really tap into. And I'm gonna be honest, it's hard. People can be kind of mean about VTubers and they don't understand it. And what you can't understand is scary to people. So I'm excited to now get this hype and going and use this to pursue kind of my goals of bringing comedy and mainly stand-up to the VTubing world. So I'm super excited, and there will be plans that I'll be announcing later, on top of course, music and comedy music coming out, but I'm really excited to continue figuring out how to break through that and really do the exciting new thing of stand-up in the medium of VTubing. I hope that it's huge in a couple of years and I can be like, yes, I paved the way. So I really want to use that hype towards those goals.
That's awesome to hear. Mariya, what about you?
Yeah, as for me, one of my goals is, and I know this is like really ambitious since like we just debuted, we just got our 3D models, but since we do have access to a full body mocap studio with Oshi Live, who the Gundam that I'm currently piloting right now is also the one, Oshi Live is the one who's hosting that. So with the access of the 3D studio, I really, really would like to do a solo 3D concert one day. I know it's like really ambitious, but what is it? Aim for the stars, fall on the moon. But as for that second part of your question, for future events, the closest one coming up is that the concert that just happened last night is going to be put on VStream.
And at the end of January, we'll be doing a special streaming event with all of us. So we hope that people check it out if they liked us, and which everyone, of course, they did. And we also are going to be doing a little special something at Off-Kai.
Hey,
so
let's go. All right. Exclusive right here.
We cannot say too much about one, but we have another really, really big secret event happening soon. So, yeah.
Awesome. Great to hear. Again, thank you both for joining me for this interview. Before we go, where can they find you on the internet?
My socials on YouTube is at KOU_Mariya. And then my Twitter is also Mariya. And then our Discord is discord.gg/v4mirai. Happy?
Yeah, I'm Abby Kadabura on everything. It's spelled Abby Kadabura. ABIKADABURA, I think. So you can find me everywhere on there. If you want to ease into it, I love making shorts. So check out my shorts.
Awesome. Thank you both for joining me, and thank you for you watching at home. This is Clawmaster from VTuber NewsDrop. Be sure to tune in for more anime Los Angeles coverage right here on VTuber's NewsDrop.